AI and autonomy, um, there's a lot going on with autonomous vehicles. I've got a colleague, Josh Farrago, who came over to First Citizens from Silicon Valley Bank when we acquired them. Really smart guy, and he wrote an excellent piece a couple of months ago that 2026 is kind of going to see the tipping point for autonomous equipment out in the field. Um, like VC investment in the industry went from $100 million in 2018 to $1.3 billion last year. And we've got all this industry knowledge from the autonomous vehicle market coming over. But I think the kind of buried point in here, and you sort of touched on this, is there's a perennial shortage of new equipment operators coming into our industry. And so the need for, or the introduction of autonomous machines out on the job site is a good thing, and it's unlikely to displace anybody because we've already got this shortage of equipment operators. So people should be excited about this. The only downside, downside for people buying equipment, downside for cash buyers, maybe a little bit of an upside for us, is the impact this is having on equipment costs. It looks like I kind of roughed it out based on the Bureau of Labor Statistics Producer Price Index, but cost of equipment has gone up on a compound average growth rate basis of about 6.1% per year over the last 5 years versus a little over 2% for the prior decade. So equipment is getting more expensive faster, and it's going to be even more important than for customers and dealers going forward to think about how leasing and financing can and should be incorporated into their sales strategies for the dealers, acquisition strategies for the customers.
Yeah, and that's a really good point that you touched on there with the autonomous vehicles. I mean, if you've ever been to Con Expo in Las Vegas, every 3 years you see the latest and greatest autonomous vehicles or equipment, let's say, that are operating by themselves in this little sand pit or whatever it may be, and it's exciting to see. But still probably a few years out. But it's nice to see that they're trying to help with the shortage, because like you said, there's a huge shortage coming in. It's not just equipment operators, it's the entire industry. We're starting to get a shortage in with multiple, especially technical roles and even the trades, which we had an episode recently talking about the trade shortage. And so all of these things put together are, it's very important with the point that you made that they are not going to take jobs. They're literally, putting a Band-Aid on this cut right now in the industry and where things are bleeding. So they're, all this money coming into it is because there's an opportunity, and it's not to just send people home.